Since I was a child, my connection with pastry has been very close. For me, pastry is the way I can channel my emotions and show love to others. Chocolate is my favorite ingredient and my favorite dessert to work with, and the process it takes to make it has always been magical to me. Making the best chocolate cake is a challenge, and throughout my short life, I have been given the task of perfecting the best recipe for it. After completing my studies at the Mariano Moreno Cooking Academy, I was able to gain the knowledge and ability to know which specific ingredients will give me the best results. But what is the secret to the sponge cake? Egg whites and vinegar. First, we proceed to beat the egg whites until stiff peaks form. Then proceed to sift with a sieve the dry ingredients, such as flour, baking soda, baking powder, and the secret to the chocolatey flavor is a pinch of cinnamon. Last but not least, we add the wet ingredients to the dry ingredients. In this case, is vinegar, oil, and the egg whites. Don't overmix or overbake your cake. Beat the mixture with enveloping movements and bake in the oven at 30 minutes at 150 degrees Celsius. Make sure you preheat your oven before starting your cake. This cake will undoubtedly make your life happier. Chocolate is rich in components with euphoric and stimulating properties. Dark chocolate is good for the heart, also helps regulate the cholesterol levels and prevents heart attacks. Studies assure that people who eat dark chocolate once a day are happier because it generates a feeling similar to being in love. And according to Wikipedia, the first recipe made with flour mixed with chocolate emerged in the late 19th and early 20th century. In 1900 appears the first recipe that calls the cake made with dark chocolate as devil's food. There are many theories as to why it was given that name. None is definitive, but the most accepted suggests that the cake is so delicious that it should be considered a sin. The first recipe to call it devil's food was in 1900. Therefore, the only thing needed to complete this rich cake is a frosting. And the ingredients we will going to need is condensed milk, chocolate bars, and butter. First, we proceed to melt the chocolate bars and the butter in a bain-marie. Then, once our chocolate is completely melted, we let it cool in the fridge, and before that we add the condensed milk and we mix. Then we proceed to let it cool in the fridge for a whole day. And your frosting is ready. You can also add, if you wish, jam between layers before putting the frosting on the cake, or even with whipped cream to give a different contrast toward dessert. A chocolate cake can be the perfect dessert for an afternoon with the family or simply cheer up our heart on a sad afternoon.